Bongeziwe Mabandla SCT Jigeleza. Oh man, what an artist and what a song. Sisathile song ke apha ku 89.7 FM, Rhodes Music Radio, Kroutz Youth Station. Taking you all the way through to 8 o'clock up to ET, the Makhanda Sports Show. Looking at everything sports that's happening inside this beautiful city of Makhanda. Speaking earlier to Umasitembe Sazana, who was the top goal scorer in the USA staff tournament that was happening here over the weekend. Also had a little bit of a chat with Coach Yamaru FC, and we're of course now about to have a chat with Botlhale, who is the current outgoing SRC president, but he's not here about any SRC business today because he is also a multiple-time chess champion.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
and
sir.
that is the business that we're here to discuss today. But before we get into that, just like to congratulate the Proteas, who actually won a match in India after what has been a very difficult series for them, getting beaten in the first two matches and losing the series. But they managed to come back today and post a really good score, a very good bowling performance and a very good batting performance, which were two things that were missing in the first two games. In match number one, it was a bad batting performance where our entire four of our top six batsmen were out for ducks, and the other one was out for one run, with our top scorer being Keshav Maharaj, who's a bowler with 43 runs. And then in the second series, we had a good batting performance with David Miller scoring 100 runs, but we had a bad bowling performance with the likes of Nkosinomsa Ngwenya and Lungisani Ngidi and Wayne Parnell struggling to actually get things firing up there. And by not taking any wickets between all of them, only wicket taker yet again, guess who? Keshav Maharaj, who scored, who managed to get 2 wickets and limited the runs that he leaked to 23 runs. So today it was the first time since they've been in India where we actually saw a nice complete team performance, both from the batting and the bowling performance, and we came out victorious in that match by 49 runs. After we batted first and posted a score of 227 runs, only losing 3 wickets in that first 20 overs. We did then come back and have a good session with regards to the bowling performance, with some great bowling figures there from our batsmen. We actually bowled them all out in 18 overs. Imagine bowling a team out in a T20. So a brilliant performance there by the Proteas. 3 wickets by Dwayne Pretorius, who was promoted to the team in 3 overs. 2 wickets for Keshav, 2 wickets for Lungisani, 2 wickets for Wayne Parnell, and a wicket for Okagiso Uwagwa Ramadas. Congratulations to the Proteas. All right, let's get straight to the interview that we have here with us today. Again, Botlhale, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, sir. How are you?
I'm alright. How are you?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Yeah. I know you must be a very busy man. being a double chess champion and all, and being the SRC president. So I really can't. I can't thank you enough for actually being with us here on the show today. All right. So you are here today because you guys just won another tournament.
Well. In a sense, I'll explain the nitty-gritties. So,
let's get into it.
First and foremost, let me greet the people who are listening in. Thank you for tuning into the best show in the province, the best frequency modulation in the province.
Thank you.
The best thing to ever happen in the province and later in the country. So, what happened was we the Rhodes Chess players, we played in a tournament earlier this year. It was the Sarah Baartman Trials, and a number of players were selected to play in the EC provincials, where we just came from now. The players were myself, Mr. Chairperson Lucas Mnguni, Johnathan Kroutz, the gent that I came to the interview with before, Nkosinomsa Ngwenya, and so these were the 5 players that were chosen to represent Sarah Baartman District. So this was more of a Sarah Baartman District chess journey instead of a Rhodes Chess journey. But we're still representing Rhodes Chess because we are Rhodes Chess players. So we played as individuals, and the purpose of this tournament was to select a top 10 to represent the Eastern Cape at Nationals in December, which will be taking place in Kimberley. So what happened was, in the top 10, there were 3 players that managed to finish in the open section, where it's mainly guys that play. So in the open section, myself, Johnny, and Lucas, who finished 3rd overall in the tournament. He did really well. We went to the tournament and finished. Well, we finished in the top 10. So the top 10 will be going to nationals in Kimberley. So myself, Johnny, and Lucas will be representing the province in December. And then Nkosinomsa, the only lady who was there from Rhodes, she finished as the best lady in the province. And yeah, she actually took home the open section for the district, the Sarah Baartman District. So she won as an individual and she won on behalf of the whole district. And as a district, Sarah Baartman on the men's side, we finished second. So the medal you saw me carrying was the medal of Sarah Baartman and Rhodes Chess. So we're doing it big for the district, and we a few of the Rhodes Chess players will be representing the province in December. So we're really excited about that.
Who will be representing the province in December?
In December, it'll be myself, Johnny, and Lucas.
So all three of you have actually made it into that Eastern Cape team.
Correct.
You guys.
Yeah.
I'm with chess royalty here.
Yeah.
And what are you guys expecting? Because we did have a little bit of a conversation last week after you left with 2 weeks ago after you left with Lucas. He was actually speaking about some of the players in the country that he's worried about.
Oh, that's Johnny, by the way.
Oh,
Johnny.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Lucas is the one I was talking to on the phone.
Yes,
but Johnny is the one that was with us in studio.
Yes.
So he was talking about some of the players that you guys may be worried about in going forward, and some of the guys that you played against before, that represent other provinces. What are you worried about going into that tournament representing Eastern Cape?
Well, there are quite a lot of worrying factors. Everything Johnny said still holds a whole lot of weight, because now, this is nationals, and nationals will be taking place right after the USAs, so we'll be representing Rhodes University first, and then we're going to go and represent Eastern Cape. So, one thing that I must say is that in terms of preparation, we need to be very clinical in how we do things. So we'll be playing right after exams, and we'll be ensuring that we prepare accordingly. We have lots of chess books that speak to different chess openings, strategies, puzzles, tactics, and there are even a whole lot of YouTube channels that have chess content. So I do think that key preparation is crucial to us actually going toe-to-toe with these players, because you'll find that we'll have winning positions against these types of players, but they are on high alert when that happens. And if you make just one small inaccuracy, one mistake, or if you miss a winning move, then they're able to turn the game around. So I do think it's just a matter of preparing a bit more, because remember, we don't have a coach. We coach ourselves. When we were there at provincials, we were, making use of chess puzzles. We were playing against each other. So our current formula is working, but I feel like for USAs and for nationals, we need to turn up the heat a little bit. But I do think we have what it takes to represent the province well, and at the USAs put Rhodes up there. We are aiming for top 5. We'll be meeting in the USAs. We'll be meeting the likes of Wits, UCT, UP. We'll always finish there at the top. Your UJs as well, and then in the province you're looking at Western Cape, who have tournaments every week. Gauteng, that have tournaments every week. And then Free State as well. They're really quite good. They have some good players. Northern Cape also has some very, very, very good players who managed to upset a whole lot of masters in the chess game at the SA Open in July, which took place in Cape Town. So we do have a whole lot of competition on our shoulders.
That's brilliant. So we're going to take a small music break, and I want us to come back and talk a little bit more about you representing Sarah Baartman District. I want to know what that's like exactly in terms of the organization as well, what it's like, and of course the things that you're looking forward to representing the Eastern Cape going forward into the next round of some of these tournaments that you're going to be playing. And I also want some advice, because Johnny was here last time. I was telling him about my painful journey with chess, and how I've been playing chess since I was a child.
Yeah,
but I just can't get good. I would teach people how to play chess, like people who've never played at all, and then they'll end up being better than me, almost instantly.
Yeah,
I love the game, but the game doesn't love me.
Awesome.
So we're going to talk a little bit about that as well on the other side of this music break. It is 8:15. This is the Makanda Sports Show with myself, Nkosinomsa Ngwenya. Thank you very much for joining us.